Well, Guney Yildiz is a visiting fellow at the European Council on Foreign Relations. He joins me in the studio now. Thank you very much for coming in. So, President Erdogan has been sworn in. He's also been naming his cabinet, which is stacked with loyalists, chief among them his son-in-law, who he's named to lead the finance ministry. What does all this reveal about the direction the country might now take?
Well, this is not just a new cabinet, but it's a new cabinet under a completely different system. And this new system, as you said, boosts president's power and cuts those of the parliament's power. And many of Turkey's allies, rivals and investors were on the lookout for the names of the new cabinet members to see whether they would provide any clues to future policies on the different issues. What we've seen, as you've mentioned, are many of these figures in the new cabinet are from Erdogan's inner circle. But three names are very important. First of them is Erdogan's son-in-law, Mr. Berat Albayrak, who stepped down from energy ministry and took the now heading the treasury and the finance ministry. But the energy ministry is being run by an undersecretary who worked under Mr. Albayrak. So both ministries will be under his influence. But more importantly, the appointment of former chief of general staff as defense minister and also retainment of the interior ministry post by the previous interior minister suggests that Turkey's military aggression outside and inside will continue. Turkey will continue to crack down on Kurdish groups, the militants of the Kurdistan Workers' Party inside and outside Turkey. This, I think, has provided some clues to investors as well. President Erdogan was pledging that he will exercise more power on central bank and fiscal policies, and now his son-in-law is firmly
in so how important is that? Because we know that the economy is the biggest challenge facing President Erdogan. We've seen that the Turkish currency has been weakening a great deal. He needs to be able to boost economic growth and provide more jobs for people. For that, also, he needs to attract more investors. But does the shape of this cabinet actually make investors more nervous?
I've listened to President Erdogan in London when he made comments about that he will take firm control of the fiscal policy, which rattled investors. And this, by appointing his son-in-law as the finance minister, Erdogan is kind of staying true to his pledge. This would probably have some negative reactions from the investors. And Turkish economy, as you said, is doing very bad in terms of current account deficit. And also corporate sector is very much indebted and with foreign currency liabilities. So investment is really important for Turkey. Foreign investment is really important. But also there will be local elections in the next several months. And for that, President Erdogan will need to invest more on the economy. So there's this tension between growth and financial discipline, which President Erdogan seems to be favoring growth and which will bring him more votes.
Well, thank you very much for now, Guney Yildiz.